Yeah, I want to go around the group here. So let me start with Gara, and then Gara can pass it off. Gara, welcome to the show. I appreciate you, man. I want to know, how did you get into the world of Pokemon? What was your first game, and what was your starter?
Okay, so
Oh, Lord.
it's not conventional. I'll say that.
It's all good.
I had my best friend in elementary school. His name was Wolfgang. That was his first name. He was from Russia.
Wolfgang?
Yes, that was his
Okay,
first
hey,
name.
I got to hit an air horn for that. Hey, Wolfgang. I don't know why I still W's.
Yeah,
I no longer care about the Pokemon game all of a sudden.
My man said Wolfgang. Okay.
That was this man's name. It was no cap, Wolfgang.
Yeah, I believe it.
So I had the original brown brick Game Boy, and he just gave me a yellow version, and everything was beaten on it and completed, and the only Pokemon on it, nothing in the box, was a level 100 Pidgeot. So that was my very first Pokemon, and I had the whole game was beaten. Every single trainer was beaten. There were no Pokemon in the box. It was just a level 100 Pidgeot, and its name was Asshole. And I was like, dude, your mom was gonna kill you, bro. Like,
what?
Yeah, you can't look Asshole in your video games.
I was like, bro, like, I can't. My dad is black and beats me. We can't.
Hey, we approve of all honesty on this show. Speak your heart. Speak your truth. Go ahead.
We can't.
This is the most Gara story I've ever heard.
It really is.
So that was my very first Pokemon, a level 100 Pidgeot named Asshole from my best friend Wolfgang in 4th grade.
I just gotta say, this is amazing. And now that the show, for those listening on audio, please come check us out on YouTube. Now that the show is finally caught up on YouTube, I now have the time and space to cut shorts. And trust me, this is gonna be a fucking W short. Oh my god! He said, my dad black. He don't play that shit. All right, man. Yo, chill.
He's got one of those belts. He's got one of those belts that has the 2 hooks on it.
Yeah, you better not play. Yo, boy, you better not play. You got me sitting up straight.
So you got PTSD just triggered.
Yeah, you got black.
I'm not wearing pants. I got pants on. I don't do belts.
Oh my god! You know what?
I think we found our second YouTube short.
There might be something to that.
I don't need a belt.
Oh, that 4 seconds? I'm not wearing pants.
Nah, dude, God, you get the black being.
Oh my god!
Nobody's asking about my toes. We good.
Oh no!
Hey, you know what?
Speaking of which,
No. Let's go to Blasian. Let's keep. Hey, let's stick to the show notes. Let's stick to the show notes. Go ahead, Blasian. Go ahead, Blasian.
All right, my turn about my first Pokemon game. All right. So, for my first Pokemon game, it was a Game Boy SP. So I didn't get the batteries. I didn't worry about the batteries. So, y'all some old fuckers.
True.
I didn't worry about batteries. I plug and charge. My first was a blue version. And funny enough, I was playing Pokemon Blue version, and I didn't know how to save the game. So I constantly kept playing against Brock. So I would turn off the game and reset and start the game every time. I didn't know how to save the game.
Oh,
so I beat Brock 500 sometimes.
But I'm the old one. What? Man.
I just didn't know how to save. I was just I don't know how to save. I just knew that Charmeleon I needed Charmeleon to beat Brock, and that's all I kept doing.
Damn, he's over here playing Digimon. every time he plays, it evolves Charmeleon, turns it off.
But yeah, I didn't know how to save, so I just kept trying to beat Brock, and then and my brothers would always want to play the same game as me, so we would make it a game as
Wait, would your brothers also just only go up to Brock?
No, we try to see how far we can get to the game before it either we turn it off, either someone accidentally turns it off, or that the battery died and we forgot to charge it.
You know, I kind of respect that. That's hustle. That's dedication. Oh my god,
hardcore.
That's hardcore.
And then of course, when I learned how to save, it was like, oh hey, now I can make progress.
There's a command that says save.
Right, whichever one of y'all
it's there from the beginning.
Whichever one of you guys was the first one to figure out how to save it was like the new god of the house after that.
the new man of the house.
We can start with
Forget
Charmeleon,
tying
bro.
shoes
That
like
night
a
at dinner got the
sailor.
biggest piece of chicken. Yep.
Oh my god. But
You're not gonna believe this shit, guys.
We got Charmeleon already, okay?
oh, yeah.
There's
I don't
another
know who's
gym.
Dr. Brock, but we got this motherfucker.
But my starter was always Charmander because I was like, oh yeah, this is just a fire lizard, and I was 4 or 5 years old, and I was like, yeah, burn
He's
shit
fucking
down.
sick.
Did you shit your pants when you found out it became Charizard?
It was I was so excited for Charizard until I learned it couldn't learn fly, and then I was like, this useless piece of shit.
Does this excite you, Blasian?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Does this do something
That's
for
cool.
you?
You just killed him.
But
Oh, yeah, you
He's
did.
dead. The
No,
whole
real
video
quick.
went out. He's dead.
We good, baby. We good. It goes back somewhere in there.
But,
there we
funny
go.
enough-
We good, baby.
As funny enough, I know at least like 2 other Wolfgangs as well. I know 2 names of Wolfgang, but I also have another person named. His full name is Wildcat. Like it's just it.
What?
Wildcat. His full name is Wildcat.
Okay.
See, that's
Oh,
his parents are cool right there.
I love that.
They didn't call him
Imagine
like
the High School
Adam or
Musical era,
George
though.
or Mike.
Oh my god.
Or Coyote.
Wildcat. Or Coyote.
Coyote.
Oh yeah, it was. I was like, all right, this is it. But yeah,
Coyote's a badass name, bro. I'm telling you, man. He's out there in the prairie.
Lord.
Oh my goodness. Yo, that's a great story. Appreciate you, Blazing. All right, yo, Hawkward. How did you get into Pokemon and what was your starter? These are some great stories. I appreciate you guys.
You're
for
gonna
it,
have
man.
me follow up these 2. Mine's gonna be super boring. So
go for it.
Go
4
for
or
it.
5.
Went a little hard.
I was about to say, this is a bad follow up. 4 years old, I had a nice little Game Boy Color, had Pokemon Silver. First
Ooh.
Pokemon I chose was Chikorita.
Oh, that is
Oh,
boring.
double ooh. Let's go. Hey,
Yeah,
whoa,
makes a
whoa.
lot of
Chikorita's a
sense now.
solid choice.
Whoa.
Chikorita's a solid choice.
Whoa. What's wrong with Chikorita?
I mean, it's
Exactly.
Chikorita.
What's
What can
right
I
with
say?
Chikorita?
Exactly. Get bay leaf,
with
you
it-
know what I'm saying? Seasoning with the sauce. Whatever. man,
Exactly.
Whatever. Whatever.
You can't have a good stew without
Look,
bacon.
Canyon's great. Chikorita.
Regerts is great.
So, so your first game was Silver. Did
Yep.
you enjoy the aspect that the Pokemon could follow you?
Well, that only happened in Soul Silver.
Oh,
In the original game,
see,
they
I'm
did
old.
not follow
my,
you.
my bad.
I was about to say.
I'm mixing up all the silvers. My bad. My bad.
Welcome
Okay,
to every
better
practice.
question.
All-
Did you find it cool?
all-
Welcome to every practice. Yes, I made the team. So, did you find it cool that there's 16 badges?
It was so weird to me because like I never knew about red, blue, and yellow because I mean it was whatever my parents got me
Oh,
at the
okay,
time.
okay.
So I figured that the games just didn't follow the anime, and then once you got to a certain point, and all of a sudden you were in the land that the anime was in. For me, that
Yeah.
was the coolest shit.
Yeah, it really was. I've been.
Absolutely.
I think I'm like trapped in that time period because I've been waiting for a game to have 16 badges again. I'm just like, yo, stop with the bullshit, man. We got 3D, we got motherfuckers doing Z moves, all kind of Dragon Ball Z hand signals and shit. Where are
Put
my
every
16
region on
badges
a
at?
globe. Just put every region on a globe and just say go for it.
I want the orange. I want
Thank
the
you.
orange league back. That's the one that I
Orange
want.
League would be dope.
It-
Yo, for real.
Isn't that Temtem or whatever that game is called? It's like the
Oh
the
yeah.
Pokemon
yeah.
knockoff.
Yeah,
Temtem.
It looks
Wasn't
cool.
Wasn't that popping for a minute? Is it still? Not to knock it. I don't.
It's
I have
still
no idea
around.
either.
I don't know. I
There's-
think it's like $60-$70 though.
I don't
Even
know.
though we're not playing Unite. I play Tim Unite.
Wait, that game costs money? Yo, hold on.
I've
That
never
game
heard of
costs
no
money?
Tim.
Yeah, it costs money to buy now. It's not free to play.
Insane.
Oh hell nah. Anyway,
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's freaking $45.
Nah.
Wow.
Is this a new game that
Aw,
I just
man.
don't know about?
It's been out for a couple
Everybody's
years
like,
now.
"Nah," but
I
every
literally was gonna
fucking
start a
person in here
Temtem
bought Violet
podcast
or
tomorrow.
Scarlet.
Damn, $45.
Pre-pandemic.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say I did play. I played Temtem. It was all right.
Tim looks fun, yeah.
I never
I
tried it.
remember
It was
I
like
saw this
$45
one-
for a video game. Everybody rushed to the eShop to get Violet and Scarlet.
No, no.
You guys were
$45
playing it.
for a Pokemon knockoff.
Yeah.
I paid more for less.
Okay.
I mean, we did when we bought
mean-
this game.
Included.
I won't even buy a skin in the game, so I don't know if I'm buying Temp. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, pass on
And then you gotta
I
buy
don't know.
knockoff skins. No, we're not.
Hell nah.
Nah.
Yeah, so
You
pass on that.
you want a Pokemon
mean,
knockoff? You might
I've paid
play
$60 for a game I've never even installed on my computer, so
What's that?
Ooh.
Ooh.
yeah, you don't have time to know the whole list.
Overwatch.
Oh, you mean in general? Oh, damn.
I
Oh,
bought
shit.
Overwatch 2 to
He said,
pre-order, and I
he
haven't
said,
opened
hey,
it
man,
in a
I'm a
day.
habitual offender. All right. He said, wait till the post show. I got you. All right, so Arvarius, let us know. What was your first game and your first Pokemon?
All right. Well, as the old man of the group, I started on the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
My cousin moved to Atlanta, and he came up to visit, and he was playing Pokemon Blue. So the first Pokemon I saw was his Bulbasaur, and I think that very Christmas, which would have been like 2 or 3 months later, my mom got me a copy of Pokemon Blue. So
Hell
I
yeah.
played through it with Bulbasaur, and
Nice.
then of course I was hooked from there. I was every generation up to 6, and then I skipped 6 because I was a broke college student. But I played every other
understand.
generation besides that.
Nice.
No, I feel you on that. So my broke phase skipping Pokemon was X and Y. My brother, and my sister were playing it, and like
That's the best one, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
upset that I missed Gen 6. Gen 6 looked like it was a lot of fun.
I seen it and I was like,
It's
"What's
my
that?
favorite.
A big ass Stantler and shit?" I was like, "Whatever, I'm broke. I can't play it anyway." So it's not that it's a bad region or a game. It's just my broke phase. So whenever I see it, I was like, "Nah, I didn't have the money for it. Whatever."
I just didn't have a 3DS, so I was like, if anything that was coming out on the 3DS,
Right?
I was like,
I was like, "Yo, what's that? A 3?" I was like, "Yo, man, I don't know."
I couldn't get a 3DS. I was like, look, I can't play X and Y. I can't play Sun and Moon, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I got a Switch, I was like, all right, now I can get to 8. So 6 and 7 I skipped.
Yeah.
8 is the one.
7 was fun, but weird at the same time.
I played
I've been watching Blasian play 6
Alola on an emulator.
Switch.
I never played it on the system. It was fun though, but
Oh yeah.
I
man,
should probably do that now that I.
it was cool. Tapu Koko, that's my guy right there.
Yeah, Tapu Koko's so good.
Tapu Koko and what's the one? Tapu Lele. Yeah.
Lele.
Oh,
And Tapu
man.
Bulu.
I'm surprised
yeah.
I didn't bring one of them.
They're all kind of cool. They're all kind of cool. Yeah.
I heard that rumors at one point that I think Tapu Bulu was one that was rumored for a while.
For Unite,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense.
Really
all
early.
abstract
It
out of
would-
nowhere.
It's
Out of
it's
nowhere
in the
pick.
code.
But I
It's in
think
the
we
code
ended up
for
getting
some reason, but we don't know what.
instead.
Tapu
Yo.
They're
Bulu.
gonna do some. They're just gonna do some Hawaiian event, and they're gonna be like, "Hello," and you're just gonna
summer
be like,
event for this year.
yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Alolan Raichu, please. We waiting for
Come
trying to
on.
ride that wave.
Ride
you know
that
what I'm saying?
wave.
Another mom that'll learn surf.
Hey, hey,
I'm not a fan.
yo, Moshpit, what was your first Pokemon game and what was your starter?
I think it was like 97. I was in first grade, and the first time I ever heard of Pokemon was this kid had a pack of cards. So he had like 11 cards, and I was like, let me see him. And I looked through them, and I was like, these are awesome. And he was like, you can have one if you want. And I was like, for real, which one? He was like, you can pick. So out of the cards he had, I was like, I want this one. I took Ponyta. And
Ooh, okay.
I was like,
Good choice.
it's like a horse with flames for hair. I was
Yeah.
like, this is
It's like
sick.
Ghost
That's
Rider
good.
style.
It's the
Like,
craziest
oh.
shit you
Yeah,
ever
like
seen,
once-
right?
Right? And then like once I became aware of Pokemon, it was like it was everywhere all of a sudden. Like it was on
Yeah.
TV. My friends were talking about it out of nowhere. It was
Yeah.
like within a week, everybody was on Pokemon.
It's a crazy phenomenon. Like when you get a car or something, all of a sudden you see that type of car. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, exactly. I
where'd
don't
y'all
know
come
what that's
from?
called.
When you
Yeah,
get
once-
Subarus.
Right.
Once you get
Yeah.
introduced to Pokemon, you're like, whoa,
Mhm.
hold on.
So right, so there for like a week I carried that Ponyta around with me every time I went to school and shit. I was showing all my friends and everything. And then one of my best friends growing up, he had an older brother, so they always got 2 of everything. And everything that their
Mm.
parents got them, there was always 2 of everything. And his brother wasn't even interested in Pokemon. So his dad got him Pokemon Red and Blue. And I had one of the big fat gray Game Boys, but I think I played Zelda on it. And I
Hey,
sucked
okay.
because I was 7. And he let me borrow Pokemon Red, and I was hooked from the first day. I stayed up all night playing it. I talked about it all day at school the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and played the shit out of it. And I played that same Game Boy, multiple playthroughs on Red, and then when Gold and Silver came out for Game Boy Color, it was still, you know, like how the cartridges were a little different. They had that little notch in the corner,
Yep.
which
So you
allowed
can
it to be
play it on
played on
there.
older Game
Mhm.
Boys. I played Silver on a fucking old school
Same.
Big gray Game Boy.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
After playing it on a Game Boy Color or higher since then,
Mhm.
I'm like,
Can't
dude,
go
I was
back.
missing out. It was beautiful. Like this game was beautiful, and my experience with Silver was just green and black.
Oh,
Same.
I know
Why
what
do they
you're
call
talking
these
about now.
games red and
I know what
silver?
you're
Like, there's no
saying.
color.
Oh
Like,
my god,
It's
yeah.
black or gray.
Yeah, they were like,
or
this
darker
Gyarados
black.
looks different, and I was like, nah, it looks
Nah.
the same.
It's the exact same as the other Gyarados.
He's like, it's the
Bro,
exact
my
same
Gyarados
one.
is-
I'm gonna
is still
capture it.
green.
Now it's caught.
My Gyarados is still green. So he
He's
just
like-
he just sparkles sometimes.
He's like, what's Lance talking about? It's like,
Sparkle.
Right.
hell yeah, man. Nah, good stuff. Hey, all right, my man, Void King. What was your first Pokemon game and your starter?
So it just leads back to the fact that Sarv and I are very similar because I also went with blue and I also started with Bulbasaur. But mine was because I sat there and I'm like looking at like what Pokemon are good and remembering the first 3 gyms. I'm like, first gym is rock and the second gym is water. And what of these 3 are actually good against those things? I'm like, Bulbasaur, done.
That's very calculated for a child.
No.
Have you met me?
I was gonna say,
the
Fire
shit
and
out of it.
everything. I was like, this works. Right?
yeah, I was gonna say
Sorry,
real
have
quick.
you met me before? Like, have you seen us in practice?
You know
It
what?
makes sense. I just
Hey, you know
I
what?
don't know why I'm surprised.
This is a good sound alert. Watching Void's streams and him saying that comment, yeah, you're right. That does sound like you. You're right about that. Cause me, I'm on the total opposite side. To make mine quick, I'm back in the days where you can like read the game and what's it called in Game Informer, where Nintendo Power.
Oh, Game
yeah.
Informer.
So, like-
Game
Yeah.
Informer.
So you
Nintendo
remember being
Power.
like young and like obviously you don't have money, but like I didn't have any access to anything. So like those magazines were like life to me. Like seeing the images and the
that shit's still
artwork, I never
cool.
had nothing. So like that's how I got to see Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. So my first pick was Charizard because I was like, yo, I was like a dragon. I was like, yo, this shit's cool. And then, you know, like Blazing it said, you catch up and then you find out this motherfucker can't fly. I mean, I gotta have a
Can't fly.
Spearow or a Fearow in stock, you know what I'm saying? Or a Pidgeot. Name asshole. God damn.
Level
man,
100
come on.
Pidgeot.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know what's fucked up? That I
these
just
wings.
realized it was yellow version didn't have Pikachu, so I didn't even have. Like,
Oh.
Man.
yeah, like I didn't even have a follower.
Didn't even know your Pokemon could follow you.
Right?
Yeah,
Yo,
like,
randomize.
Oh my
The first couple of
goodness.
like weeks playing it was just me and this Pidgeot. Like everything's finished. I'm like, this game sucks.
He's walking around, ain't nothing going on. Everyone's cowering, running inside when they see him. Yo, Randomas, what was your first game in your starter?
Ooh, I think I started around 2016.
Yeah.
I think I was in like 6th grade, and I was sort of like, "Mom, all my friends have DSs and playing Pokemon. Please." And she was like, "All right." And I started with Omega Ruby, and I just think that game is beautiful.
That is amazing.
And I
game.
chose Blaziken, and call it nostalgia, but that's still my favorite Pokemon.
Hey, you know what?
Blaziken's
Have
a
you ever
great
gone
Pokemon.
back and played Red and Blue?
Oh, I played it on like the DS. There's like
A virtual
emulator
yeah.
on it, and I
Emulator,
got
yeah.
up to Rock Tunnel, and then at some point I was just going through the menus, and then my millennial Zoomer brain, I don't know which one I am. I just had to like pick one at a time, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing this. I'm going back to my technology. So I respect
that's
you guys for
hilarious.
having to go through that.
Damn.
Bro, Rock
he got the rock tunnel.
There was
The
nothing
Zubats
better.
put him in the ankle lock. He's tapping out. Nah, real
Walk
back.
through Rock
Tunnel,
Tunnel,
Nah,
not
Rock Tunnel,
knowing
bro.
anything about the map.
There's
or how to
Onyxes
use
in there.
Flash.
Did you guys know in yellow version
What's up?
if you don't have Flash and you go into Rock Tunnel and talk to Pikachu will flash up the fucking Rock Tunnel for you.
Yep.
No shit.
Yo,
I just
stop
I
it.
just found this out.
I saw
Stop
that
it.
today.
I'm so
And if
pissed.
you
I
learn
just
like
found this out.
Thunder or Thunderbolt while you're in there, he does it too. He like flashes the whole screen.
Yep,
for a
and
minute.
and
See,
you,
Wow.
Randomas, I got a
Wow.
fun fact for you, Random.
That's crazy.
Back
What's
in the
up?
day, we didn't have the internet, so people used to just make up bullshit like that all the
like a Mew
time.
under the
Yo.
If you
I
push
heard
the
that one.
SSN, there's a Mew underneath it.
Yeah,
That's so
like,
true.
It's
it
under
was-
the truck. It's under the truck on the
Yeah, it's under the
on the
truck.
board.
Yo, you go to school, you hear the most craziest shit, man. You go try it. Well, I almost said go home and try it, but I'm gonna be real. My ass had the Game Boy in school behind a book like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So,
yeah.
hey, just find a $10 bill. Let's go. What the hell? I'm finding money over here. Yeah.
play the donation sound.
Podcast's already paying dividends.
I was doing this basically, you know, like
Dude, the rumors and stories that the
Michael?
playground
Huh?
would create about anything. It
Oh
was
my god, it's
nuts.
so crazy.
Dude.
oh my god,
Every
Well, it's
time
the
not a rumor
playground
if your
was
dad comes to
legendary.
Nintendo.
Playground
Yeah,
was
so-
And in
legendary.
school, they'd be like, "Yo, I just caught a metal Mewtwo, dog." Like, for real?
That rumor?
Like, yeah, metal robotic Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my
Straight
game got
bullshit.
corrupted. My game got corrupted. My save got fucked up. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Should have been
It's like,
there.
yo, let me see. Oh,
Should've
my
been
save
there.
file. My save file. Yeah. All right.
But if you release
My
all your
brother hit
Pokemon,
Alt Control Delete on it.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore.
Man.
all
the
control
memories.
delete on a game. Get out of here.
Yo, Rock Tunnel
Yeah,
is
I mean, if
goated.
you're making up stories, you might as well stack the lies.
Yo, so
Hey Mike, what was your first Pokemon game in Pokemon?
There you go.
oh, mine was it was Pokemon Blue, but I chose Charizard.
That's
Yeah.
I also chose Charizard because I was like, fire's obviously better
Yeah.
than fucking water and grass.
Because I saw Charizard
yeah.
in
It's
Nintendo
okay
Power.
that you're wrong.
And I was like, I gotta
I
get
was like,
this.
if I breathe fire on everything, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
it's
is-
fire. What are they
that's
gonna
pretty good
do?
logic.
Right.
Well, here's the
It's
thing,
standard.
like
Good
you
logic.
think
Yeah.
you think Charmander is a good choice because they put you in the woods first, and you're just burning every bug, and you're like, this is the correct choice until you get to Brock, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.